Hello everybody, welcome to Crypto Trades and Tech. This is Brandon. Just wanted to share with you guys 4 projects that I'm tracking in the Cardano ecosystem. I wanted to thank the Cardano source for the image that they provided here. Now they actually built this back in July, so there's been some more development since then, but you can see on this image, these are all the projects that were really forefront in July, so thank them for that. I wanted to do this quick video though because we got interrupted on our live stream. My streaming software crashed. So I just wanted to give you guys in a quick video the 4 key projects that I'm keeping my eye on. Now note that I have not actually yet bought any of the tokens associated with any of these projects were available. And normally I give you a van by the river warning. This is not financial advice. I'm just sharing some information with you guys about things that I'm keeping an eye on. But as a cautionary tale, instead of a van by the river today, we're going to show you this chart and show you a kind of a cautionary tale. This is Bondly, which was probably the top NFT exchange for Cardano coming into, out of the Mary's hard fork into Alonzo hard fork here. But you see, obviously, that they were up to almost $1 and then they crashed precipitously down to basically under a penny. And the reason for that was they had a significant compromise. An attacker compromised control over corporate wallets that held tokens and NFTs. So suffice it to say, this is the type of thing that can cause you to lose all your money and be living in a van down by the river. So be very, very cautious, please, with investing in any of these very early projects. If you do, please make sure that you're not using lunch money or money that you need elsewhere. Only invest what you can afford to lose, and especially for these small up-and-coming projects, if you're going to take an initial investment, please make sure that it's just a small piece that is not going to affect your portfolio if something were to go wrong like this. But that out of the way, let's get started with our first project. First, we're going to talk about Charlie 3. Now, Charlie 3 is one of the oracles that are being built on top of Cardano. And as you guys know, the oracle space is basically when you are trying to write smart contracts on a blockchain, you need outside data. The smart contract isn't aware of data from the outside world, like information about housing prices for real estate contracts, or information about scores, sports scores for betting, or whatever it might be. Whatever smart contract you're trying to write, you need to get data from the outside world in and out, and that's what oracles do. Going back to our little chart here, you're going to see that there's also Wolfram Alpha and Ergo, which are oracles that are being built on top of or being integrated with Cardano. But Charlie 3 is being built specifically for Cardano. And this is the largest market cap by far of the ones we're going to be talking about today. Back here we see the market cap on Charlie 3 is currently 207 million. So the chart's looking pretty good here. If you look at it, it's consolidating downwards. And so unfortunately right now we don't have a trading view chart for this. Obviously we had some very strong price action here at the beginning of August through the early part of August, and then now it's been consolidating down. So if I were to draw some consolidation on here, I might be looking good for some setups, totally depending on obviously your trading style. But nonetheless, this is definitely a project to watch. Again, already a $200 million market cap. So one of the main questions you might have is why would what advantage does Charlie have over something like Chainlink? And Chainlink is the predominant oracle in the crypto space today. It's one of my core long-term holdings. But you can see here, let's let the Charlie team answer that. A fully Cardano-centric perspective lets us focus on the specific needs of Cardano and its projects, as well as take advantage of the features available on Cardano that other chains might not offer. And so again, being built specifically for Cardano, they're going to cater to projects being built on Cardano, and then hopefully they'll be able to take advantage of some unique capabilities of Cardano. That's kind of their core value add here. The next project we're going to look at is the one that I started watching after the Bondly hack. And gladly I hadn't bought into Bondly yet, and I'm still watching this space. But this is CNFT, or Cardano NFT. So it's a Cardano non-fungible token marketplace. Of course, as you see here, they already have live. It's already live and working. You already have NFTs going live here, and there's an active NFT marketplace on this. Now, not only is there not a trading view chart for this, there's also not a coin market cap. It's not on coin market cap right now. So CNFT, you can find it on CoinGecko. We see here that its current market cap is it's closing in on 6 million, so much, much smaller than Charlie 3. Going back a year on the chart, you see that you had a little bit of a spike back in March, and then it's been pretty sideways and down since then. So this is the type of opportunity you want to take advantage of when it's consolidating here toward the bottom. But of course, that's for each person to decide according to your trading system and risk tolerance. But this is now to get access to this token, there's a beta DEX. They can swap one way. You can swap ADA one way for CNFT today using their beta DEX. Now, as you see here in their not white paper, they call it a yellow paper. They're hard at work developing the ecosystem, developing the functionality. And this token is going to have a hard cap that matches that of Cardano for 45 billion token max. All right, the next project we're going to take a look at is a decentralized exchange, ADAX. Now, ADAX currently has a market cap of current market cap, of $60 million fully diluted. It will have a market cap if all the coins were available of 111. But currently today, the market cap is 59 million. Again, we kind of see the same post-hype sell-off and consolidation. These are the opportunities that I prefer to take advantage of. Wait for the hype to subside and watch for real adoption, and then continue to monitor and buy when both the chart and the adoption line up. Now, ADAX is still very, very, very early. So it's both a liquidity protocol and an exchange, specifically a decentralized exchange. And here's a little demo video about their product. I'm going to go ahead and just play so you get an idea of the UI here on the exchange part. And you can see their total locked-in value and the volume. And here's the exchange. You connect your wallet to the exchange. So it's a decentralized exchange, of course. So you get connect an external wallet. You get to hold the keys. And there's it's a very simple, sleek, very easy to use UI to help you manage your liquidity and do some quick exchanging. And of course, you can manage pools that you're staked to, etc. Liquidity pools. And again, this is a tradable token. The ADAX token's tradable on crowdfunding platform EX Markets today. And the last project we're going to talk about, you can't actually buy a token for them just yet on the open market. It is SundaeSwap, but in line with the whole PancakeSwap and others, it's a very friendly, fun UI. It's a decentralized exchange, again, built on Cardano and a liquidity provider as well. Some fairly attractive tokenomics with it as well. The one thing about both ADAX and SundaeSwap, there's a lot of details that are missing from how certain parts of the system are going to function. So I'll be waiting to take a look at a deeper dive on how they make some of the UTXO functionality work. There's going to be some creative engineering on their part to make the best use of extended UTXO model that Cardano has. Now, outside of those 4 projects that I'm watching I can see how adoption goes to consider making an investment in those tokens. The other project that I'm watching that doesn't have a token of its own is, if you look at the far left there, the identity, the Atala Prism, and that's core to IOHK. That's what's being used, for example, for the Ethiopian identity solution. You can see here, Atala Prism, power of the trust economy, decentralized identity solution enables people to own their own personal data. And I think this sort of thing is pretty powerful, but what really got me interested in it was the Ethiopia announcement and that nation states are interested in allowing their citizens to have this sort of ownership over their identity in theory. But this is more on the core Cardano side. But this is another project that I'm watching, but it's not with the intent of buying coins. This is core to just my ADA investment. And as always, I wouldn't conclude a video without a little bit of Cardano technical analysis. So you can see Cardano's been in a very strong uptrend since the beginning of 2021. I've broadened my uptrend channel here that I've been watching. You can see we're on the top side of this channel, this midpoint that cuts right through here. And these tops that perfectly came in here. We were kind of expecting a little bit of a top around this $3 range. I thought it might go a little bit higher, but it topped out here at $3. And I was expecting a sell the news coming into the launch next week, and then some consolidation thereafter. All in all, the chart looks totally healthy, definitely in an uptrend. You see here, it made a quick touch on this liquidity spike that when Bitcoin and the rest of crypto kind of sold off. Cardano made a very quick touch exactly of the 50-day moving average. So I'd be watching that moving average to see if we get below it. You can see what happens typically when we're above it. You can see the strong price action. and you had a little fake out below it there. But then when you get below it, then it's where you have your consolidation to the bottom end of these ranges, and then break above it. The next entry right there is a good place to look to take an entry. So that's what I'll be keeping an eye on. Normally I don't watch the moving average on altcoins, but given that Ethereum and now Cardano are the market cap that they are, I think they will trade smoothly enough around their moving averages. Enough people will be watching it now. I'll probably keep an eye on that as well. But everything's looking pretty good here for Cardano. Very typical sell-off that we would have kind of mid-cycle, these liquidity purges. Too many, in my opinion, what happened this week was just too many people way too leveraged, especially on altcoins, and they just got purged out of the system here, a big liquidity event. So actually fairly healthy for the market to shake off those sort of entrants. All right, everybody, thank you so much for your time. I hope you find this video useful. If there's any projects that you think that I've missed that I really need to be tracking more closely, please comment below. I'm sure I will get a lot. We will do an update video on this probably in a month or so. It's going to be exciting to watch the development of Cardano through the rest of the year, through the rest of 2021. So we'll keep a very close eye on what projects do get adoption, see if there's any of these projects that we really want to add to our portfolio for the final altcoin phase. Should we get altcoin season 2, say early in 2022? And if not, we'll continue to monitor all these projects, and we'll be loading up on our favorite ones all throughout the bear market. Have a good day, everybody.